the world. This is Selling with Tim. This is the 4th time we've done this thing. We're a new YouTube channel, just selling things from Northwest Montana. I'm a full-time reseller, been doing this for 3 years full-time and 10 plus years on the side. I used to be a teacher, and now this is what I do for a full-time income. On this channel, I stream my sales live, where I can just show what I sold for the day, pack it up, get it out. I also can answer any questions about the reselling process you might have, or anything you want to talk about. Or I just talk to a camera, because that's cool too, because, you know, new channels, we don't got many people. We're going to go ahead and just get started here. We had 15 orders going out today for a total of $901.54. It's a little above average. I usually sell 12 a day average, and so that's a nice total. And about half of that number is coming from just one item today. So I'll go and grab these guys, and we'll get this thing started. So we got some Sorel boots. I gotta go find these. Sorels do okay. The men's Sorels I do better than with the women's Sorels. In fact, men's shoes in general, I do better than the women's. I find I do better, especially on eBay. I'm not on Posh or any Depop or any of the other platforms here. Shipping label up. And these were listed on the 10th, so took about 2 weeks to sell these guys. Let's go find it. Then 10.5, good to go. Yeah, about 40. Someone asked in my comments the other day, you know, what do I sell? I sell everything. I do most of my stuff from garage sales and estate sales. A little bit of thrifts here and there, and then I also have contacts, of course, with some guys who clear out storage lockers. And I end up buying a lot of boots, a lot of shoes, a lot of media is what I'm successful with. But really anything under the sun. And lately it's been a lot of video games, just because I'm processing all my video games from the last season of sales. As sales get rolling here in Montana. We had, excuse me, had our first church sale not too long ago. That was okay. Had our first couple of estates the last few weekends, and got a nice big estate this coming weekend I'm looking forward to. Then, of course, we have a wimpy version of the bins around here. I say bins sparingly, but we do have one that is a pay by the pound that I hit every single day. And I pull a few things out of there. This might have been a bins pickup. Honestly, I lose track of where I get stuff. It just kind of goes into the machine, and we sell it as it comes. Actually, I shouldn't be taping this guy up so much. I'm going to double bag this one. Go ahead and just throw a label on this one. Get it in the next bag. But yes, we have wimpy bins too. I hit a couple thrift stores up, but honestly, the bulk of what I'm doing is from deals with other people, deals with guys who are cleaning out storage lockers, maybe who run estate sales, that kind of thing, and I'm buying a lot at the estate sales, at the yard sales, driving a lot in the summer. I give up a lot of my summer to get my inventory. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Being in an area of, we're about 50,000 in the greater area. There's not a ton of folks doing this, not a ton of competition, but there's enough, right? There's enough that you still don't want to be the second one to a sale. But it's definitely not like bigger areas. But that comes with the trade-off of there's really not a lot of sales popping yet. I know a lot of places, they've already started their seasons for garage sales and estate sales, but up here, we still got, it's just a couple weeks. We're about to just unload, and once school gets ending is when things really get popping. We are on 13 by 9 by 5. I definitely over-taped that guy. And 3 pounds. There we go. Get that guy out of here. With a lot of sales, there's come a lot of returns lately. I've had quite a few returns coming through the pipeline. One was definitely my fault, my AI lister. I did not catch it. I do AI listing for basically everything on my shoes and boots and clothing when I do those. Because who likes listing clothing? No one really likes it. We all just do it as a necessity. Maybe some people like it. I shouldn't say that. I hate it. But I use my AI lister for all that, and it caught the wrong size on a pair of boots. The boots were like, it was like a 2, like a Roman numeral 2 to talk about the type of boot. And it picked it up as a size 11 when it was a size 14, and the guy got it. It was like a $100 sale too, which stunk, but that was my fault. Then there's been some ones, of course, that are just, okay, you're crazy. Send it back. Get your money back. That's okay. 226. Oh, we got to show you what we're doing. This is Bryn Walker top. Probably pick this up at the bins. 226.25 and new with tags. 226.25. Let's grab it. All right. Yeah, but my other returns have not been not been my fault. One person this morning, I just had to deal with. You know, they're like, "This Nintendo doesn't work." Of course, it's an old Nintendo. You gotta like play with it, jiggle it. You know, we had that all in the description. Like, I want a full refund. I'm like, great, send it back. And they're like, but I have a medical condition. I can't get to the post office. Oh, bummer. Well, eBay policy requires me to have you send it back. So, and then they're like, I guess I'll just keep it. Okay, sounds good. And maybe they do. Maybe they do have a problem that prevents them from getting to the post office. But if you're buying stuff online, that's part of the deal. You got to send it back if you want that money back. Protects everybody. Let's see. Ground Advantage making $2 on shipping, which is pretty good. I do $8.95 flat rate for all of my clothing, unless it's hanging, like a jacket or something. Then it's $12. $8.95 covers my butt in most cases. I do it high. That is high. But I do it so that anything can always fit in a padded envelope, and I pretty much never will lose money on the shipping that way. Even though paddeds have gotten, I think, a little over $9 now to send a padded envelope. All right, next one. A couple video games here. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. This is just the disc. It's like a $30 game when you have all of it. The DBZ Budokais. Mine was not perfect condition, but it did play. I do test those when they don't look great. If they look great, honestly, I don't test my games, because usually 99% of the time they're working. And I'll just take the return. That's fine. March 23rd. Let's go find this guy. We're going to actually throw it in this case so I can ship it a little bit easier. Let me double check in my stream. Yeah, it looks like things are actually running. It's so hard, especially when there's no viewers yet on a channel, to know, like, are people actually watching? Am I talking to the void? I'm trying to figure this game out. I can see chat, but I can't see who's actually in here. If you're in here, throw something in chat. It'd be awesome to know if I'm not alone. But I can definitely talk to an empty room. I've done it for 10 years as a teacher. It was wonderful. Now I'll do it every morning for a little bit as I try this game out. Budokai 3 going like this. It's going in a padded envelope. finishing up. I should finish up this week listing all the video games from last season. I just do them in one shot. And so, like, I don't even remember when I picked this guy up, but sometime over the summer, last summer. And then I just test and send everything out at the same time, so I don't have to process other item types. 4 ounces, 9 by 8 by 1. I also do paid returns. I don't do free returns. And so I had, it's very common, I'll get people that open a return and then immediately close it. Like that happened this morning with a pair of Danner boots, like women's Danners. They don't go for a lot, like 15 bucks plus the shipping, right? And they open a return for doesn't fit and then immediately close it. And I'm pretty sure why is because they realize, like, oh wait, I gotta pay to get these shipped back. Like it's gonna cost the same as the item. That's for me. I like paid returns. Some people do free returns. I've found it's worth it for me to do the paid, just because then it puts some skin in the game for the buyer, and I don't get tons of bogus returns, but it has felt like quite a bit lately. But of course, you know, the more returns you get, that means you're just selling more stuff, and I like that. We got the Simpsons game. Let's pull this one up. Another one going out. Oh, and the next one, yeah, after this, I think we're coming up to the big hitter today. Simpsons game right here. Oh, gotta grab some more envelopes. I remember this game back in the day. I want to say they made like an arcade Simpsons one. I had a lot of fun with that. I remember like riding around on Bart's skateboard, playing that at the arcade. I never really watched The Simpsons though, but I was aware of the game. It's on the list. That's on the list. I might watch that someday in my copious free time. I say in jest. Let's see, 6 ounces, 9 by 8 by 1. Going ground advantage, saving a buck or two on shipping. I'm heading out. All right. I'm hoping the compressor on my audio makes those coughs bearable. As I get going in the morning, it's just kind of how it is. All right, let's see. Yes. All right, this is the big boy. 400 bucks. Love it. 400 bucks on this baseball glove. I couldn't, honestly, I priced this high and I was expecting to do markdowns to get it into the $200 range, maybe 150. Because comps on this thing, like when you look this guy up, go from anywhere from like 80 bucks to 500. Like it's all over the place. And I'm not a baseball guy. I don't know exactly what makes it special. Let me grab it. I don't know. Wilson, the A2000, just an old baseball glove broken in. I guess it's a desirable model. When you look up that model and you look at the made in USA, like the comps are all over the place. People really want this guy. And they want it, you know, this one's in a decent condition. There's really no broken strings or anything. So like, I don't know. I think it's going to actually get used. I think people use these ones. I think I can fit in this 12 by 10 by 4. And that's going out today. That was an estate sale find. Estate sale. 12 by 10 by 4 and 3 pounds. Calculated exact. Do I want insurance? That's the question. I don't know if I really care about insurance on this guy. It ain't gonna get broken. Odds of it getting lost are super small. There we go. Got it. $400 so far. I've been told I need more clickbaity titles, and so we made a clickbaity title and put it in there to see if people would come see a $400 baseball glove sale. I don't know. I'm more like, just put my videos up there, see what happens, but I know clickbait is the reseller world, is the YouTube world. If you came here to see this glove, welcome. No, that's a nice sale. That was an estate sale found in the basement. I want to say I'm like in it for $5 or something, just kind of sitting in the corner. I always look up the old gloves, and they're very specific. You got to find the right ones. But usually there's a model number, and you're looking for the old Wilsons and things that are made in the USA. So happy to see that guy go. Happy to get full price on it. I was expecting, I mean, I probably would have taken offers. Don't tell the guy. I probably would have taken down to, $250, $300 right away. But Shadow the Hedgehog. Another game. I'll toss this guy in a box. More of a collectible one. This is today. Almost out of the 9 by 6 by 3. Depending on how I'm feeling, what the game is, if it's over $30 or around $30, I'll throw in a box like that. You saw the other ones I threw in bubble mailers, and they're going to make it just fine. This guy would make it just fine. But I'll throw it in a box sometimes. I got to get more 9 by 6 by 3s. The best box size. This is the best box size out there because you can cram it in a padded flat rate envelope if you ever need to. If it ever goes over the weight, that's going to make your shipment make sense. Of course, since Ground Advantage, honestly, I've not had to do that a lot. Ground Advantage is like, it used to be such a game to figure out USPS shipping, and with Ground Advantage, it's really changed the game. Where the only game anymore really is like if you're selling a big tool or something like heavy like weights, yeah, you got to throw it priority with the flat rate. But for most things, it's Ground Advantage, and if it goes over a cubic foot, then you're just in the UPS FedEx realm. But there's really no games like there used to be. There used to be a lot of games you had to play to figure out the best rates. I think media mail is going to go away eventually too. That's my hot take. I think Ground Advantage and media mail are just going to get close and then eventually phase out media mail. What do I know? Zany Golf. Big box PC games. I almost didn't list this one because it was... I almost didn't because the comps like it takes years to sell usually. But I priced mine low, and it sold in 3 weeks, so I'm glad I listed it. Zany Golf, let's go grab this guy, get it off. Might need to pad the inside. I don't know if they're actually going to care that much. These moves around a little bit less. For these big box games, it's really just collectors, so I do care about presentation. I do care about bubbling it. It's not going in a padded. Yeah, I remember this one. I picked it up at an estate sale where I was super late in the line, so I was like number 30 or something. Because I had other places I had to be, but I wanted to show up right before the sale rather than be there an hour early and miss out on other opportunity. £2, good to go. But because you're 30th in line, like when you're first in line, you go right to where you know the good stuff's going to be. Right to where like you do the best at estate sales, whether that's the clothing, shoes, electronics, books, like whatever your category is, you just rush and you crush everybody there. Well, I usually would run up, try to find the boots, shoes, like get to the stuff where I think all the good stuff would be in this particular estate. But being so late in line, I found the deepest, darkest corner that nobody else really wanted to go to, which is also a great place to go at estate sales. But I don't usually go there first because I go to the feeding frenzy first, where like the good stuff's going to be if you're first or second in line. But if you're further back, I like hitting up the deep, dark corners of the place first. And I found a treasure trove of the big box games, so that was really nice. Silly little sale. This guy's been listed for quite a while. I took an offer, I think, for $7, and then the shipping might be a little high. Is probably why it was $7. But an old Chicago Bulls pro player snapback that's in rough condition. Yep, I'm not really set up great for hats. 777 cubes are usually the ones people want to use for those. I don't stock those. I have 6x6x6 and 8x8x8, which works well enough. Just a little big. A little big. A little much. Sometimes I overpay on the shipping. I throw mine in 8 cubes. A little padding in there, and they're good to go. Not a great sale. Been listed for forever. Just needs to go. All right. Next one. Little Game Genie. This guy's got writing all over it. Didn't have the little manual, and you know, it's loose, no box or anything. So you need these when you get them in good condition. You get the box. I mean, you're talking 40-50 bucks plus. When you have the book, the box, they're working, good condition. But for this guy, took an offer. I think 17 bucks. Get this guy out of here. I'll box it. Seems kind of flimsy on the side. A 6x4. Yesterday was a good day at our bins. They dumped shoes. Got a lot of good shoes. I think I'm going to get a few up today. I got to finish my video games. I've got the rest of my PS2 to test. What else have I got? I got PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and then some odds and ends that got to get out of here. So I'm almost done. Video games should be done this week. Packing them all up. Alright, random one. This one's been listed for almost 2 years. And that is on offer for 15 bucks. This Hawaiian luau dress with palm trees on it. I don't know. I was probably going through a phase picking up women's clothing. I wouldn't pick this kind. I don't pick this kind of stuff up all the time. This is not usually what I'm selling. But 15 bucks, probably got it at the bins, probably got it at a garage sale for less than $1. I don't even remember this one. 620, 6 and 3. It might even be in my other office space. Let's check it out. Right there. Right where I thought it'd be. I've gone through a lot of phases in the last few years of like trying to figure out how to find all the stuff I need to find to hit my goals. Doing about 200,000 in sales a year now. Of course, net's a lot lower than that. But to get the 12 that I want to do every single day, I'm driving a lot. And there was one period of time I thought, well, what if I did like bulk clothing? And this probably came from that period. And, you know, it's just not, that's not my game. I can let somebody else do that. There's somebody in my town that crushes at doing that. Doing like 70 a day. 11 by 10 by 3. But no, bulk clothing is not my day. Not my game. I'd rather pay up and get a lot better stuff. Alright, get this label going. What else we got? Another video game. Rock Band. For the Wii, 2 and 3. I want to say 3 is the valuable one and 2 is a throw-in. I want to say that, yeah, I'm pretty sure 3 is the valuable one here, but I threw them in a lot. 28 bucks. plus the shipping there. They'll go in a padded together. That'll be fine. Let's grab these guys. Played a lot of Rock Band back in the day. I think I'm going to keep one of my PlayStation Rock Bands. That's the danger of testing these games. Is I start testing them, and I start playing them, and I get no work done. I gotta at least do a full set of songs for every guitar on a test. Oh, there's my other tape. I have another tape around here somewhere. So if you don't do a full set of songs, then is the guitar really even tested? Alright, 11 by 10 by 2, and 10 ounces. Yeah, today's agenda is to get, I think I'm going to get double listings up so I can take a little time off this week. I do 12 a day, and I gotta get a little time with the family. They're all home from spring break, so it'd be nice if I could take off a little bit. We actually went to the woods yesterday. That was great. Picked the dog up. She roamed free. She actually found a shed. That was kind of fun. And she found some nice, she always finds the grossest stuff. Beautiful deer shoulder. You could, like the sinews and stuff still hanging on. It was lovely. She did not want to give it up. Over the threshold. Let's get to a book here. About UFO contact, metaphysical, occult. I actually don't have any idea like what this book is actually about, but those are the keywords people use. So, you know, anything about like the unknown, secret, hidden stuff, fringe science, UFOs, whatever. Like that stuff sells. I've sold books for hundreds of dollars in this niche, but this guy took about a year and got 22 bucks out of it. Let's go find it. I think it's in this room. I'm not sure. Here we go. Listed in July of last year and sold March of this year. So, what? 9 months? 8 months? Something like that? I've got a lot of people that... when I'm scanning at the bins and I'm buying books and stuff, like, I have so many people asking me about that. They're always asking, you know, do you make any money? Do you do all right with these? And honestly, like, at this point, I'm just honest with people. Like, here's the app I use. Here's how I do it. Go to my channel. You can see everything I sell. Because the reality is, like, not many people want to sit on stuff for 10 plus months, for a year, for 2 years. And for every person, like, for every 10 people, you know, maybe one sticks. So I love it. I love making $20 bills out of $1 bills, but it does take time. It's not get rich quick. It is get rich slowly over time with compounding listings. So there you go. Book about UFOs. That I don't think was a bins pickup, though. That I'm pretty sure I got from a storage locker contact that I bought all his books out. I periodically buy books out from a few people here and there. I think that was one big lot he got me. Here's a cool one. Resident Evil Outbreak. 50 bucks on this guy. From some PlayStation lot I got along the way. Probably at a garage sale or estate sale. Maybe a marketplace pickup, but those are few and far between. Anyway, 50 bucks. Sold pretty quick. Really nice condition. grab this guy. Look at my other tape. And stop moving it back and forth. Tape. There you go. Super well taped. I had a little fold in my tape. 12 ounces, 9 by 6 by 3. Now. Oh wait, I gotta get one more piece here. Beautiful. Got 2 more going out today. Nothing huge anymore. Gone through most of the heavy hitters. Super Mario Sunshine Player's Guide. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do this. This should just go in a flat envelope, but people who take these are so picky on condition. This is a collectible, not something someone's necessarily going to use to actually like read. So it has to go in a box, even though it's 14 bucks. 14 bucks. It was a throw-in at a sale. Player's Guide for Mario Sunshine. We're going to wrap this up here soon. If you did wander into this stream, if you did wander into this YouTube, please go ahead and throw something in chat. It'd be awesome to know you're here. 12, 4, and 2. Okay. Awesome to know you're here. Love to know if there's anything I could be doing differently. I want to get a lapel mic still. Actually, that might be on the list today. I need to get new boxes. I need to get some boxes, and I might just go ahead and order that lapel mic, since I'm committing to at least another 26 sessions of this, as I see if this is something I want to continue doing. If it's helpful, I'd love to know it's helpful. If there's other stuff you want me to talk about or do, I'll let you know. Or if you just want to creep and say, hey, what's this guy selling? That's great too. I'll show you what I'm selling. It's good stuff. So hopefully you can find it too. Tekken 5 PS2 greatest hits. This is a complete game, complete in box. It'll just go in a padded, being under 20 bucks. Just found you the other day. Enjoy watching while I'm listening myself. Yes, the pricers. Thank you for letting me know I'm not alone in this world. Like I've said a few times, you probably heard me, like I've been a teacher for 10 years. Someone said I should start a YouTube channel. Like a few people in my life had said, dude, like you got to start showing this stuff. And I said, I'm really busy, but if I do it live, then I don't take any time out of my day. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just here to show what we're doing. You're listing yourself. What kind of stuff do you sell? Let me grab this game. Yeah, I always like having things on in the background when I'm listing. I listen to a lot of business content, and then a few different podcasts, you know. It helps break up the monotony. 9 by 8 by 1 and 8 ounces. And what do you think of that clickbait title too? Someone kept telling me, you need to make more clickbaity titles. Like, I don't care about that, but sure, we're going to try it. I sold a glove for $400. I guess people care about that kind of stuff. All right. That guy's going out. Tekken 5. And that concludes orders for today. Now retired and started selling random items he inherited. Has turned more into helps with retirement. Yes, helps with. I hear a lot of people that do that. This is like a great retirement gig that you can do on the side. And it's addicting. Like, right, once you start, you can't stop this game. So, who is it? Yeah, Popeye's Postcards. Yeah, maybe you came in from over there. He's also retired and he does this stuff. He gave me a big shout out, which got me a few people watching the channel, which is really nice of him. And he's the same way. He's a retirement income. I know a lot of people that are doing this to help with retirement. So random items is cool. I sell mostly random myself. Just hit my 1,000th item sold. That's awesome. How long did that take? 1,000 items? I mean, if you're doing like one a day, even that's like 3 years. Could be. Who knows how long that took you? That's awesome though. There's always more to learn, right? Like, I'm amazed at what other people sell. Like, I think once you think you know, like, all the stuff in this game of what to sell and how to find it, how to source it, like, someone's like, oh yeah, I'm doing $1 million selling, I don't know, this random widget. Plants. I'm selling plants for like $1 million a year. Like, oh, okay. Guess I don't know everything. I do appreciate the time, the pricers. Thanks for popping in. I am gonna be wrapping up here. I do this stream. I'm gonna be doing it for 30 times in a row is my intent, just to kind of get my feet wet, see if it's something I want to keep doing. I'm gonna be doing Monday through Thursdays usually at the same time. Just turning the camera on, going. Some days it'll be like a couple items. Some days it'll be like 30 items. And hopefully I can bring some value. If there's ever anything else, you know, you wanna talk about, anything you want to ask, you know, I'm an open book to talk about what we're doing here. Started last January. Awesome. That means you've been crushing these few couple years. Bringing in some extra money is nice. All right, I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. And got to figure out how to end this stream. Oh, there's the button.